Hello, this is Dusty, and welcome back to another episode of Pros and Cons for Call of Duty Warzone. Let's get started. Today we will be looking at the MG34, which will later become the very iconic MG42. It is a fully automatic light machine gun, which can be unlocked at level 49. While this weapon provides an impressive rate of fire, it can prove hard to manage. However, the sustained rate of fire makes this an excellent weapon for pinning and eliminating large groups of players. To start off, let's look at the MG34 in more depth. During the Second World War, machine guns were essential to turning the tide in battle. It wasn't until the final year of the war that anything was approaching the design of a modern assault rifle. The MG34 was an important weapon which would prove useful for the Germans in the early stages of the war. At 900 rounds per minute, its fire rate was unmatched when it came into service. It was developed in 1920 when Germany was quietly discussing ways of navigating around the Treaty of Versailles in a plan to rebuild its armed forces. During Franco's coalition in Spain during the Spanish Civil War, the MG34 was field tested, where German soldiers gained valuable experience with the weapon. It provided the firepower, mobility, and fire rate, but the Germans soon discovered that this weapon had one problem. It was simply too good, which made it too expensive to mass produce. The solution to that problem was the MG42. This iconic weapon soon became known by the American troopers as the Hitler's Buzzsaw, and by the Russians, Linoleum Ripper, a result of its extremely high fire rate. The MG42 fitted the bill as it was cheaper, easier, and perhaps, most importantly, quicker to produce when compared to the MG34. Now, while we don't have the MG42 at our disposal, we do have its younger brother, which still has some impressive stats. For space damage, the MG34 will deal 34 hit points to the torso and 46 to the head. It has a base magazine size of 50 rounds and will fire at 900 rounds per minute. Its ADS speed comes in around 460 milliseconds. It will take roughly 140 milliseconds to kill at base health, and around 480 milliseconds when fully armoured. This makes this one of the fastest killing weapons in Warzone. Now, while its stats are impressive, this weapon does provide some challenges. Those are its recoil and aim down sight speed. So just for this, we will be using the monolithic suppressor, the tac laser, the CQB stock, the 100 round magazine, and lastly, the Merc foregrip. With its fire rate and high magazine capacity, the MG34 is a deadly weapon in close to medium combat. Its recoil can be a challenge, however this can be adjusted with mounting. Ideally, you could play more passive and hang back while your teammates gain more ground. The MG34 flourishes in open terrain and is extremely effective when laying down suppressive fire. Its long ADS speed can prove an issue when facing players in close quarter combat, so bear this in mind. The MG34 is a very situational weapon. For its pros, it can be noted that its fire rate is unmatched by any other light machine gun. Its fast time to kill can be of use when catching players off guard. However, its aim down sight speed and mobility is an issue when compared to other assault rifles and light machine guns. Most importantly, its recoil is very hard to manage, making this weapon a high risk strategy for when playing on the move. Because of this, I would rate this weapon out of 10 a 6. It's simply too situational to be able to compete with the current meta blueprints. With that noted, it is a very fun gun to use and should be considered to be placed on one of your loadouts. Regarding tiers, we can quickly place the MG34 into the B class tier list for now. Thank you for watching. This has been Dusty. Please like, share, or subscribe to support the channel moving forward. Join me next time where we will be breaking down the brand new light machine gun, the Fin.